Welcome all to Chasing Tents. My name is Abhi. Thank you very much for joining me, guys, after a very, very long time. I know I've not posted a video for about 5 months, and people have been messaging me saying, have you had a crash or something? Where the hell have you been? So I have decided to do a master's degree in automotive journalism from Coventry University. It's a very niche, very rare course, and hardly any university is doing a dedicated master's degree in automotive journalism. Automotive, you can say locomotives, you can say cars, and motorbikes mainly, to be honest. I do 2 full days at the university in Coventry. I then come home and log in, and I still go to the office once or twice a week and still do a full-time job in the bank. So why have I decided to do this master's degree? Now, if you remember, a year and a half ago, I applied for a job at MCN, Bauer Media, one of the biggest media houses in Europe, and MCN is, one of the biggest magazines out there in the UK, especially, digital and paper form. Now, I applied for the job as a motorcycle journalist slash road tester, and I went all the way to the final two, really, and there were thousands and thousands of applications. I went through, I think, 5 different stages of editorial writing, video making, presentation, loads of different things. I forgot now. I think there was a bit of a write-up when you apply for a job. Why do you want to apply for a job? And there was a proper magazine editorial writing. There was a review of the bike on road with Michael Neves. He interviewed me alongside one of the senior most journalists in MCN, and I've forgotten the name, and this is not very good. Anyways, I had a full-on interview, photo shoot, and everything. Sadly, I didn't get the job. Job went to another deserved candidate. So I then thought to myself, you know what, my all my life I've been doing banking, and suddenly I apply for this job, and I go all the way to the end, and I got pipped by someone who is actually very good. And how can I brush up my skills? I spoke to Michael Neves, who is still in touch with me. He's a bit of a mentor. He's a great guy, and I asked him what could I have done better. And to be honest, he didn't really have a answer. He said you were great at everything, but it's just the other guy was a little bit better at everything. But I got a hint that my writing skills might not be as pucker to what a institute like Bauer Media slash MCN were looking for. So I started looking, and this master's degree in automotive journalism, which is going to cost me 12,000 Great British pounds, it's for 1 year full time. That's what it's going to cost me. I thought, you know what, let's do this master's degree. Let's get this peacock feather under my belt, and let's see what happens from there. So yeah, currently I'm doing this master's degree. I've been to university now 2.5 months. I've already had some exams as well. I've got some more exams coming in December. It's not as easy as I thought it'd be. It's very it's not tricky, but it's very in-depth with public relations. We've got sports journalism, we've got automotive journalism, we've got engineering, we are getting into nuance of gearboxes and kind of hybrid engines, and you name it. It's got everything. So it is quite full on. And in terms of where this master's degree could take me, I mean, I honestly haven't thought about it really. If I get an opportunity again to work with a publication like MCN or Bike Magazine or someone big like that, would be fantastic. Otherwise, it's a great credibility tool, and this is mainly I'm doing this for a bit of a credibility tool. And no disrespect to anyone who is motor vlogging, who does videos without a qualification, it's absolutely fine. But I think having this and becoming a bona fide journalist, a proper journalist with access to paddocks and racing and all sorts of different access, and a proper press, and I think you become part of the British motor writing guild as well. So you become part of a elite group of writers and stuff like that if you are good enough, and stuff. So I'm mainly doing this master's degree for proper credibility. So At the moment, I do videos on track days and racing and maybe tire compounds, maybe upgrades and stuff like that. I do very less bike reviews. But, I just thought having this master's degree will not only get me to places, and if I am doing a proper review of a motorbike or something similar, then I will be taken seriously. But why mainly Coventry University? I mean, Coventry, if you're not from the UK, it's bit of it's like Detroit, what Detroit was back in the day, Detroit of the UK. I mean, think about Triumph. They started at Earl's Court, 1902, Triumph motorbikes. We had Leyland, British Leyland, you can say, not far, and MG, Rover, Land Rover, Jaguar, and Coventry University itself has got a design department for cars, which is excellent, automotive engineering department, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's got so much to do with automotive. Even in the library, inside the library, there's a section, and as soon as you enter, you see that section, and you think, wow, this uni has got something to do with automotive. And we've got the automotive museum. I think it's called the British Transport Museum, which still has the world's fastest car, SSE, if I'm not wrong, unless the record has broken again. But yeah, and Triumph in Hinckley is down the road from, and the original Meriden factory, not the original, but the Meriden factory is on the outskirts of Coventry. So Coventry as such, when you enter Coventry, when you study in Coventry, there's hints of automotive industry everywhere. So yeah, that's the reason. I've been a bit quiet. I've been busy with that. I also took my mum to a bit of a Western Europe tour as well, which was amazing. Me and my mum, we drove all the way from UK to Holland to Germany, Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Cologne, and Switzerland. 4 different cities in Switzerland. Then France, then I think we went Brussels, and then Eurotunnel back to the UK. So did a bit of that, went to California to my family home as well. So yeah, but I have not been doing any track days or road riding. But in the background, I have been recently working a lot on my old school bike. So the Suzuki GXSR 1100 1989, that's had its MOT done day before yesterday, and at the moment it's getting some carburetor work done. And the Triumph Daytona 900 Super 3 also had its MOT on the same day as the Suzuki. And I had a bit of an issue with the crank sensor, which went as I was riding it, and the bike just cut off on me. That's getting that work done. Also, the Honda Honda CBR 1000F 1988-89. That's having a full carburetor service, a full service of the bike as well, because I have not ridden these bikes for nearly 2 years, and honestly, that was the biggest mistake ever. So struggling with that. Aprilia is fine, I haven't posted a video for a long time. My last outing on the Aprilia was the 5-hour endurance race at Donington Park. And if you are an avid follower of my channel on that in that race, I had 80% throttle for 90% of the race. And sadly, we found out that the fuel pipe to the upper injectors was disconnected or was just not in the connection. So I didn't have full power. That was the reason. I'll make a detailed video on that later on. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but I'll be loading videos regularly. So the next video will be straight away a day after this video, which will be JAS Racing endurance racing videos. I've been supporting Team JAS Racing recently. You will know all about that in that racing video. I've done all year. I've videoed all their races, and I'll be putting those on YouTube, and that'll be a weekly thing all the way to Christmas to pass your time. So there's a lot of content coming, and I'll be doing a series of videos on this automotive journalism course. So if any one of you wants to be a journalism with a tougher route, anyone wants to be a journalist, automotive journalist, motorcycle journalist, and this is a tough route, a bit of a studious minded route, because you need to have a degree. I had a degree in criminal justice and policing. Don't ask, I wanted to be a detective in MI5 in the mid-noughties, and then the recession came and I couldn't do that. Yeah, I'm master of all. No, I'm jack of all, master of nothing, you can say. Anyway, so you need to have a degree, obviously, to do a master's. So, so if you want to do something like this, I'll make a series of videos explaining all the modules and what's involved, and who's teaching us, and all sorts. So it'll be a great insight into this master's degree, because I think there's nothing like that out there at all. So if you want to, with everyone, this is with no disrespect to anyone, with everyone and anyone trying to really be a YouTube motorcycle content creator these days, a lot of people are doing that. Having this in your armory, I think puts you in a better position to get a, I don't know, journalism job, or something like that. I know the guy who picked me for the job. He had a media or something degree, but you would now say to me, does Michael Neves has a automotive journalism degree? No, he doesn't. But he's got that amazing experience, and he's had a crash course in a bit of editorial writing and stuff when he joined. But those were the good old days when companies had the money to send their apprentices or their employees to these amazing courses to learn these skills. Nowadays, you join a company like MCN or anything else, you hit the ground running. So you need to know what you're doing. So this is my tool, my way of getting good at what I already do, really, on the side. And I don't know if motor vlogging or kind of YouTubing around motorbikes will become my full-time career ever. I don't think so, because I think people are now fed up of seeing too much content. TikTok and stuff has depleted people's attention span. I'm pretty sure 80% of you have switched off from this video by now anyways, because that's how the world is rolling at the moment. There's less attention span. There's more kind of quick, jiffy, I need information right now. Quick, come on, 30 seconds. I've got 30 seconds, that's it. But I'm still a bit old school. I don't make too many cuts. I mean, this is a 12-minute video now, 11-minute, I don't know. And I've been talking non-stop without a single cut. I've not made a single cut because I can do that. I just have this ability to do it. I don't take camera to 10 different locations and try to do these things so people's attention span doesn't go away. I just keep it old school. I talk and try to talk a bit of sense sometimes, and that's my way. So I'm a bit old school, and I hope this kind of vlogging, this kind of video making still has a place in the world. So thank you for watching, guys, this video. I really appreciate it. Keep following, keep liking, keep subscribing. There's a lot more videos coming this winter and more. Take care.